Turning right now to campaign 2022 with the August primary right around the corner now, we are taking an in-depth look at the key races.
And the Secretary of the State's seat is open for the first time in nearly a decade, and there are 4 people who want to fill it.
Channel 3's chief political reporter Susan Raff is introducing us to a Democrat, Stephanie Thomas, who wants to continue former Secretary of the State Denise Merrill's work while also doing some of her own.
A big responsibility for the Secretary of the State is running elections. But there's also a business side to it.
Well, that's what I like to hear.
Currently, Stephanie Thomas is serving her first term as a state representative. She's ready for a new challenge. When we followed Thomas, she was meeting business owners. Sandy Sanchez and her husband own a Mexican restaurant in West Hartford. All businesses in Connecticut must register with the Secretary of the State.
And I think the Secretary has a real opportunity to be very proactive about getting information to business owners that other agencies around the state are putting out, like small business programs through DECD, grant programs.
I wouldn't have survived without those PPP loans.
Louise Albin has had a catering business for nearly 30 years. When she votes this election, this is what's important to her.
I do consider where their thinking is around supporting small businesses in the state of Connecticut.
The former Secretary of the State, Denise Merrill, was a strong supporter of early voting. So is Thomas.
Emergencies happen to people every day, and it seems ridiculous that if one of those emergencies happened on election day, your voice is gone. So I do support expanding access.
Connecticut, however, is one of only a handful of states that doesn't allow some form of early voting. This November, voters will decide in a referendum if Connecticut voters should have more options before Election Day.
I want one voice to count as one vote, and I will do everything to bring government to the people instead of making them search it out.
Susan Raff, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Now, Thomas has received 128 endorsements from state lawmakers and municipal leaders.
And she's also endorsed now by her party and by the former Secretary of the State, Denise Merrill.